coming in was delayed.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you all for coming out. We're going to call the meeting of May 12th, 2016 to order. Ben, can I have the roll call, please?
Sure. Deputy Mayor Garofalo.
Here.
Council members Achara.
Here.
Long.
Here.
Shephaka.
Here.
And Mayor Sulciano.
Here. Everybody, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, and then please remain standing for a moment of silent prayer thereafter. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. The notice requirement for the Open Public Meeting Act for this meeting has been satisfied. A copy of the annual notice was sent to the Asbury Park Press, Coaster, posted in Town Hall, filed in the office of the municipal clerk on December 29th, 2015. There are two fire exits, one to my right to take you out to the front parking lot, and one to my left to take you out to the rear parking lot. If you have a cell phone and you need to make a call, kindly go out into the hallway or turn it off while you're in this building, if you don't mind. Thank you. Tonight we have some folks that we're going to have some ceremonies also, but before we do that, we have a swearing in of a new officer, which we're very proud of. So we're going to come down from the dais, and we're going to have the chief come on up, and we're going to get on with the show. And Vinny got his new batteries in our
No, you got a
brand
new microphone.
Oh, a new microphone? Is that what it was?
Whole new mic. Nothing but
Like
the
a
best
kid in
for
the
you.
candy store now. This is awesome. How about that? So tonight, Chief, we have Officer, technically number 62 until somebody retires midnight. Okay. So I'm going to turn it over to the Chief. He's going to give us a little rundown on what we're doing here tonight and who the officer is. And
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening. It's great to see everybody. In fact, it's even great to see the fire company here, which I'm also a member of. Some of you may or may not know. In any event, one of the great things I get to do as police chief, and believe me, not every one of them is great, is to swear in a new officer. Tonight, we're going to bring aboard Officer Joseph Bones, who comes to us from Bridgewater Township. He was an officer there for 3 years. He lives in Jackson. He possesses an associate's degree from Ocean County College. He started his law enforcement career with Point Beach as a law enforcement special officer too. So we're really looking forward to getting Joe started. He came aboard on Monday. Tonight's his official swearing in. And with that being said, Joe, come on up here. And maybe ask your wife to come up and hold the Bible. You get to do this again. You just wanted to end today.
This
So-
will actually take.
hold it for him. Okay, raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Joe Bones,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of New Jersey,
of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments established in the United States
and to the governments established in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
I do further solemnly swear
I do further solemnly swear
that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform all the duties
perform all the duties
of the position of police officer
of the position of police
for
officer
the Township of Ocean Police Department
for the Township of Ocean Police Department
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Welcome aboard. Come on up here, we get a couple. Come on in, guys.
Might not be over.
It's a good rule to live by.
Hey, John, can Don borrow your camera? Where you going?
Not political photo.
You done? Okay. Good, welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Welcome aboard. All right. So we're going to stay up here because we have a few more honorees tonight, and so let me do the classes separate. So this is very interesting. So I was called in a couple weeks ago for the class of 75. They're all here, right? Or most of the representatives. And they did something very unique, and I thought was really great. And I'm actually a little jealous that our class didn't think of it. But they put together a scholarship in the name of their class for a teacher. So I'm going to call the class of 75 representatives. Come on up here. And don't be nervous, because our viewings now, we're on TV. We're only up to 14 million viewers. And they're very easy people to get along with, really. Oh, we're going to introduce all my friends over here. So come on over here, stand over here. So this is a person I've known since I was a little kid. So we're going to go down the line. I'm going to pass the mic. Introduce yourselves. Robin.
Robin Lowy Embry.
Carol Soloway Wasserman.
Jane Metzendorf Guadagno. Judy Patillo Eggert.
Stephen Crabtree.
Work it back down this way. Thank you, Steve. So who's going to be your spokesman? Judy? Janie? Judy? Okay, now we got Robin right here, so we'll make this easy. So Rob, so you guys called me a few weeks ago to come down to the school, and you were giving this scholarship out, and I thought it was great. I was really knocked out by it. So what started it? How did you guys come up with this idea that I'm so jealous of? Tell us what happened.
We were at our 40th high school reunion, and we were talking about all of the teachers that we love so much in high school. And one of our favorite teachers, Mr. Levsky, had passed away, and we decided, wouldn't it be wonderful to come up with a scholarship in his memory, and in memory, or in honor and memory of all the teachers that meant so much to us while we were at school in Ocean Township High School. So we reached out to our fellow classmates, and we raised almost over actually $4,000 in less than 3 months, and we presented the award to a deserving student. His name is Assad Narazi, and he received $1,500. And he nominated a teacher that meant a lot to him, and his name was Dr. John Gara. Did I get that right? Right? Dr. John Gara. And he will get a plaque that will go in the high school and remain there, and he'll be the first one to receive this award, and hopefully other teachers will join him.
Yeah, that's great. I think let's hear it for these guys, because I think that's such a unique idea. Okay, we won't go there. We're not going to debate that now on national television, that all 4 of these people go home and watch. So we'll talk about that another day. It was a good class, though. It was a very great idea. And like I said, I think all the classes should try to establish something like that. I think it's great, something to follow. So we're very impressed. And when I told the other council members, like, wow, they were jealous also. I'm not going to lie to you. But so on behalf of the mayor and council, we want to present you guys with this proclamation for your ingenuity and for your wonderful deed that you've done. So please accept this on behalf of us.
Thank you.
I'm going to give that to her.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Councilwoman, could you maybe go to the end? We can barely see you. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I want to get you in there. So. Yeah, that's it. Good. All right, now we got everybody. Nice, clear. Thank you. Good, great guys. Thank you.
Okay. Now, Donna, you're going to have to help me with some of these. So tonight, we also are honoring from the Oakhurst Fire Department. This is a great honor to do this. So we have gentlemen here that have 50-plus years of service into the volunteer Oakhurst Fire Department. So when I heard that, I was like, wow, I can't believe how many members they have. How many are still with us here? And thank God for your service. So you guys are great. So we're going to call you guys up one at a time, and then come on up here, and then I'll take that one. Thank you. So first one we have is Arthur Shank Jr. Come on, Or. I'm just going to ask you a few questions, and you don't have to answer them all. Just a couple. Just tell us, so how did you get started, and what inspired you, Art? How about that? I know your pop's here, but must be something else.
Well, I guess it would be my father, who was over 60 some years in, He's with us here. He's the senior member of the department, senior chief of the department. Growing up with it, and then when I turned 18, I joined and following through.
Just kind of a legacy thing, a family thing you learned by your pop, who was on the force, I guess, or the department way back in the day. You decided, what the heck? It's a good thing. It's a service to your community. Well, we're glad you did that. So you started your service in what year?
1966.
66. Okay, so that's too many for me to calculate, but that's 50 years, and that's awesome. And so at one time you were chief in 1980, fire commissioner at 83 to 90. Awesome. And then you're fire department president 1981 and administrator from 90 to 2010, correct?
Yes.
Good, make sure we got it all right. Well, it's a great service. And again, these are all volunteers, folks. So on behalf of the township, mayor, and council, we want to thank you for your service and present you with this. We're going to ask you to stay up here. We're going to go down the line here. Okay? Okay. All right, I don't know if everybody's here with us, but Fred Wilms, is Freddie here? Fred? No? Okay. Fred's another one. He was chief in 77, fire commissioner in 94 to 2009, and he has 50 years of service in also. And so we want to thank Fred for his years of service. He's a great guy, and we really thank you for that, Fred, wherever you are tonight. Oh, here's a young fella here. Paul Hanisch. Where are you, Paul? Here he comes. Good. How you doing, pal? Good. All right, Paul, so tell us how you got your career started here with the Oakhurst Fire Department.
It was funny. We had to move to Oakhurst. I had a lot of energy to burn. And some,
No pun intended.
that didn't come out right, did it?
That was a fireman joke.
But as the thing is, to put that energy into good use and helping our neighbors. And I met a couple of the members of the fire department, and they said, "Well, why don't you join?" And there I took off.
Well, we're glad you did. So what year did you start, Paul?
1966.
You were 66 also. Okay, another guy, 50 on the button. So you were chief in 74.
Yes.
And president 75 and 2014.
Yes.
And assistant recording secretary. So you had an illustrious career here also and service for us, and we thank you for that. That's awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. I thank you.
How are you getting a picture of you? Gotta get a shot. Don't run off yet. Good. Good boy, pal. Slide on down. Okay. Walter Hership? Walter? Hershap? No, not here, Walter? Okay, so Walter also another 50-year member, recording secretary 26 years, first aid captain in 1975, and Bill's science teacher in high school. So that validates that he's an old-timer. So we thank Walter for his years of service also. Both. But that's great. 50 years, that's phenomenal. We thank you, Walter, for that. And David Hires. Dave, you here with us tonight? I don't see. Oh, there he is.
Dave Hires.
All right. Good job, Davey. So here's a guy that we served with here, so it's a wonderful guy, Davey. Hard to believe, 50 years. You don't look that old, Dave. So tell us about your years of service and how you got started.
I don't remember.
First legitimate answer all night. That's great. So, Dave, you have 50 years in also. Chief in 81, right? President 82 and 83. Fire commissioner 82 to 91. And administrator 2010 to present. So you've done a lot of service to the community, and we thank you for that too, Dave.
Been my pleasure. My pleasure.
Awesome. Well, thank you for that, buddy. Good morning. Thank you. Red Pembleton, you here? There he is. What's really great is I remember all these guys when I was a little kid. And they all look the same. They really do. One of us gotten older. It's either me or you, right, Red? How you doing, pal? Good. So, you started also in what year?
I'm too old to remember.
Another one, huh? So another one drinking from Davy's cup over there. So over 50 years, or at least 50 we have here. Well, so what inspired you?
Well, when we came to Oakhurst, Marilyn and I got married, we moved to Oakhurst, and my brother Harry was very involved, and I just joined in. Everybody remembers Harry, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, yeah. Remember Harry and Harry Jr. too.
Yes.
We played ball together. So what you're seeing here also, Dave, and you have Jimmy's here. These are legacies also, folks. So it's like a family tradition. You get, and I notice that when I go there and do the toast on New Year's Day, and it's great to see 1, 2, and 3 generations of firefighters in the same family. So we couldn't function without them. So we're really thankful for that. So, Red, you started 50 years ago, President 78 and 1983, right? And Commissioner 1987 to 2003. Awesome, great career. Thank you for your service. We appreciate it. Hold out of camera. All right.
Thank you very much. Congratulations.
No, that's all right. Robert Klinger, there he is. Front row, Mr. Klinger. This is my one-time neighbor also, Mr. Klinger. Mr. Klinger, what year did you start?
1944, 45.
Holy smokes. Whew.
When we were children during WW2, we used to hang at the firehouse, and when there was a fire, we rode on the trucks. And when a fireman would come, they'd throw 2 kids off. We were 13, 14 years old, and then we'd get on our bikes and meet them there anyway.
Holy smokes. So, did they really have trucks, or were the horses then?
It was pretty close to a horse, yes.
I saw some of the old equipment that they had. It was pretty interesting stuff. So, that was great. So you guys used to hang around, go down there, jump on the trucks, and then when a real fire came, they kind of booted you off. Is that what it was?
When the fireman showed up. I was doing it WW2.
Yeah. All hands on deck, I guess, right? Everybody they can have. Well, that's awesome. So
It was a house fire. We had to go on bicycles, and then we got the roll hose.
Really?
They let the roll hose.
That was great. So chief in 1973, and president in 74, and fire commissioner 75 to 87, and still serving today. Well, you're here. So we're going to honor you anyway, and we appreciate your years of service. Really, that's awesome. Thank you. All right, good job. Fantastic. Okay. David Smith. Dave, come on up. Great, great. All right, Dave. 1966? When did you start?
62.
62, okay. 50-plus member here. So what inspired you?
My grandfather was chief.
Wow.
Not sure of the year. I think it was 1917 or something like that.
Wow. Okay, way back. One of the photos on the walls when you go in?
Yeah.
That's great stuff. And so you also were chief in 79?
Yes, yes.
And still serving today, of course. He's hanging around the firehouse anyway. We figure this way. If they're here, they're still members of the fire company. And that's what...
I miss it. I miss it.
Yeah. Well, we're glad that all your years of service, and it was really fantastic you did that. 50-plus years is quite a commitment that you made to your community. We thank you for that.
Thank you.
Not working there, huh? See, now they had a police function last night. He shot all the camera he could. He must have ran out of film, this guy. All right, thank you. Bob Davison, Bobby, you here? No? Okay. Bob, 50-year member also, engineer, driver, and trainer. And so we want to thank Bobby for his 50 years of service on the fire department. It's great. Mr. Skinner, Big Dan, come on up. I know you're there. I see you. Couldn't put your pop in the front row, huh, Danny? That's all right. He's got it now. He's rolling. He's going to go on inertia. Right. Mr. Skinner, I'm glad you showed up. So, come here, I got a story you got to share with everybody. So, Mr. Skinner, I know you started when I was a little kid because I think you put our house out one time, right?
Yes, I did. Yes.
What happened? I don't remember.
Kids were playing with, I don't know, some kind of animal, small animal. They got underneath the bed and set the house on fire.
Who, the animal or us?
The animal.
That rascal?
Yeah.
Well, was at a function and Mr. Skinner was shared that story. Well, I remember putting your house up maybe twice. I don't know. You guys are little. You lit the house up on fire and kept him busy. He loved it. But I thought that's great. What year did you start?
Oh, let's see. It was, 1961. Yeah.
Early on. Okay, great. And so you have chief in 75, president in 76, and president relief association, right?
Yep.
And put out the Siciliano house twice. So I think that alone is worth something. We want to thank you for that. And my mom, dad, everybody, thanks. My brothers. That's wonderful.
Okay, thank you.
Good job, man. All right, good. Thanks. Yeah, no, it was twice. Yeah, he did. You heard that right. All right, Doc Richmond, Howard, you here? Here he is. Come on up. Good. How you doing, pal? So tell us, Doc. 50 years. So 1966 also, or
Before, mid-50s.
really? Okay. So what inspired you? And you must have been a young boy when you started.
I moved into Oakhurst, newly married, and I found myself surrounded by firefighters. I didn't have a chance.
You had no choice. You had to join the club.
Yeah.
It was a good club, though.
Yes, it is.
That's great. So all those years of service, treasurer, first aid captain, and then, of course, the years you spent on the Historical Museum is just unbelievable. So, well, I'm just saying, you're an all-around good person. You like to volunteer. We appreciate you for that. We really do. And actually, if folks don't know, if you've been to the Historical Museum, Doc's also there, probably more than home, I'm sure. Spends many countless hours, and it wouldn't look the way it was if it wasn't for Doc Richmond. And also the museum crew, you know, everybody else that's there that helps you. It's just phenomenal. You guys do a great job. But we want to thank you for this. Your service to the community, wonderful. Good job. Just another feather in your cap, right?
Yeah.
We can start spreading you guys out this side, you know. Where you going, Doc? We're going to take a group shot. Merv Francis. Merv, you here? No? Okay, so Merv, 50 years also, recording secretary in 1968 to 72, and he served 50 years in the Oakhurst Fire Department. We're thankful for that. Merv Francis. Mr. Rue, come on up. So now, we actually have 3 generations of Rue working the room anyway, because your grandson's here, and we know Tommy's upstairs. He's in the bird cage. Wave to Tom over there. That's his little baby over there. Mr. Rue, what year did you start?
1955.
Holy smokes! So you're another little boy when you started too.
Yeah, we, my wife and I got married and lived across the street from the firehouse. And it was just a short walk to get across the street and enjoy some fun.
So Firehouse was on Monmouth Road then?
Yeah, we lived at 71 Monmouth Road upstairs, Ollie Herbert's house.
Okay. Sure, remember it well.
That's where Mr. Rue was born.
Yeah. So I can remember as a young lad going to that firehouse, Halloween events and whatnot. You had it open then, right? Yes. Bobbing for apples and costumes and things like that.
Yes. Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot of family, a lot of good friends, and it was a lot of community work together. And everybody worked together. That's what the main thing was.
And that's what keeps it going today too, actually. So, chief in 1971, first aid captain in 1964, and fire commissioner 11 years. That's awesome. Well, I want to thank you for your years of service, and the department couldn't have run without you, I'm sure. Thank you so much. All right. Good job. Okay, Roger Green. Come on up, Raj. Good. How you doing? Good. So I had a chance to speak with Roger at the fire department's banquet not so long ago, and he had some great insight. You've been around a long time also, Roger, right? What year did you start?
55.
Another one, 1955. That's unbelievable. So what inspired you, Raj? What?
It was my uncle. He was a fireman. He was a fire police. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Oh.
That's great. Oh, okay. So that was great. And so 1955, all those years. Chief in 1972 and vice president for 20 years?
Yeah.
Great. So you've seen a lot of change also in the town, right?
Oh, yeah.
And when a new house was built, the new fire department.
Oh, yeah, yes. Great company. Love it.
Well, you got a great company. We got some great volunteers here. And like I said, town couldn't function without you. So we thank you for your years of service. Awesome. And then, oh yeah. Okay, drum roll now. This is for the biggie. This is for a guy who's got a little more than 50 years. He got 65 years of service in. So Arthur Shank Sr., come on up, Arthur. Unbelievable. Yes.
You lived on Harrison Avenue.
Oh, another one to put the fire out.
I drove a fire truck.
You did?
Right.
So let me get this right. You drove and Big Dan jumped out with the hose?
That was the old Studebaker we had then.
That's awesome. You remember it too, huh?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Well, thank God you were driving. Thank you for getting there.
Champ Goldie was the minister, and he had the international truck, the second fire truck.
So two were deployed?
Yeah.
Must have been a big. Well, I had 6 brothers, so I'm sure we did an efficient job burning that house.
Right.
But nothing these guys couldn't handle. So 65 years. You got to tell us. Take us way back to before the trucks were around. What was it like back then?
Well, it was pretty quiet. I was Oliver King had a gas station there in town, and I was sitting there BSing with him, and he said, "Why don't you join the company?" I said, "Nah." He said, "Come on." So he got me into the fire company.
You were on. It was just the two of you then.
Yeah. Then the next thing you know, my son, he started following me.
That's great. So back then, like you said, 65 years ago, really, there wasn't a lot around. These developments weren't there. Just the older part of Oakhurst, I presume.
Grass fires.
A lot of that.
Grass fires.
You're not good at putting those out.
Right.
That's great. So here you have Chief in 1958, before I was born. Judy was around, not me. First aid captain 1962, engineer, driver, and tester. What's that mean?
The driver.
Tester?
Testing all the equipment.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Great. So you saw a lot, and we're really glad that you're here and glad that you did that for us. That's awesome. 65 years. That's quite a feat. Thank you. If everybody wants to come in, we'll get one big group shot, guys. That would be great. And again, folks, this department's built on legacies. Again, son, grandson, all part of the department.
I have a great-grandson that belongs to the company also.
Really?
Sergeant Gregory Skank.
Yes. Yeah, he's in the police department, so that's 4th generation.
That's Marty's
Two sons are both members.
Oh, jeez. Holy cow. That's a first, huh? Holy smokes. Yeah, get them all in. That's all right. I just want to advise everybody to back up 2 rows because you're going to have some shrapnel flying here. They're in their old uniforms, you know. We don't want to take anybody's eye out.
See the girl in the middle of the 3 there?
Yeah.
That's my daughter.
Oh, get out.
Her husband is the chief of Timberlake for years.
Really?
Todd.
Oh, sure. Yeah, it's got to use your panoramic lens there, John. You got Paul. You want to tell something funny, maybe? Okay.
My grandson. son live up there.
Yeah.
That's Artie's son.
Great. Thank you. Thank you guys again. Awesome. Good job.
First father, son, celebrating 50 years.
Yeah, no, that's unique too, right. That's what we're saving for last. That's right. That is great. Good job. Good. Thank you guys. Thank you for your service.
Generations of chief.
Oh, is that right? Yeah, that one I didn't see on there. That's a good one. Good, Raj. Thank you.
I like to meet with somebody, like a historian, I'll give them all the information I know.
Absolutely. That'd be great. I'll get with somebody.
Would like to do that.
We'll hook up with Dallas Grove does this Histories of Ocean, and I think that'll be a great segment.
Oh, yes.
History of the fire, and a couple of you guys here. That would be cool. One or two of you.
No. Oh, I'll get you the names. Yeah, I got them right here. I just need the name, so I'll email them to you. I won't be here tomorrow, Monday.
Once you've been away,
Right.
I'll tell you.
Yeah, farm up here.
Yeah, you gotta give them the whole history.
Yeah. The airport.
No, you sure?
Oh, okay.
International airport, no problem. Nobody believed it.
Thank you.
I've never heard of it either. Okay, back in session. Anybody have any questions on the resolutions or vouchers that are on the agenda? Come on up. State your name and address for the record. I didn't read these. Okay.
Don Geiger, 1108 Grassmere. Let's start on page 1, American Pool Management. Is that 20,000 plus for the season?
No.
No.
That is the first installment. That's for the lifeguarding services at the pool.
Oh, okay. How about rubber duckies? Just give everyone a rubber ducky. Nope. And I think someone was pretty sure, but just double check. The Ford F-450 dump body truck. Just one?
Just one.
Okay. By the way, on the right underneath it, the travel expenses, there's such a thing as roller skates, skateboards. Just I've got to.
Maybe next time.
Maybe next time. Okay. And then underneath that, bricks for kids, which is interesting. Spring recreation program. What does $600 buy us? I know the rec fees usually, cover that.
It is covered by the fees, and it's a program that they bring in to the kids that are in the after schools program.
Right.
So I can't tell you the specifics on what the program is, but it is for that after school program.
Okay. And then I see Mr. President. Mm-hmm. And just so you know, I was thinking about it, but I figured it'd be over the top. A scepter and a red carpet.
We're good. The crown was enough, thank you.
The conference, is that the fees for the conference or for $1,049.70? The whatever it is, International Association of Municipal Clerks.
It's the registration fee and airfare.
And airfare, okay. And then you're going to I guess, Monmouth County? MC, or?
No, it's Municipal Clerks of New Jersey.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Excuse me. And on page 1, I just was wondering whether the SNAP test for number 90 dump truck is anything equivalent to the park test. And I said, no. I'll keep going.
Not quite.
But the very bottom one, Concept Professionals, Audio Video Services. Is that servicing the equipment, new equipment?
No, that was for the off-site meetings we had for the Board of Adjustment.
Oh, the ones at the high school?
Yes.
Okay. What exactly, I mean, I know what a bond is, and then there's the attorney fees, and then MCIA, MOUSD, refunding for $11,000 direct, Dixworth Paxson LLP.
Dilworth Paxson.
Dilworth, whomever.
Bond counsel.
Exactly what are we refunding
We
something?
had done an ordinance several meetings ago. It's the Monmouth County Improvement Authority, that's the
Right.
MCIA, where we refunded the bonds that were outstanding for lower interest bonds.
Oh, okay.
Through that process, we saved about $700,000.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Okay. Just
A
saying.
small fee to pay to save that.
And then same page, moving on down about halfway. Fastenal Company, 50-gallon receptacle, $483. Is that just one or more than one?
That is for one.
Oh man, prices these days. And then I think we get reimbursed on the fees we charge, but just correct me if I'm wrong or not. Fire Security Tech Incorporated, fire alarm monitoring fees, $2,116.
That would be for the alarm at this building, at the library, and the West Park Rec Center. Yes.
Yeah, we're paying.
Yes.
Okay. Don't want any fires in this building. And then right underneath that, First United Methodist Church, cement teller, and then it has August 2015 MVC. I mean, I know it's $175.
It's a motor vehicle crash. We had one of our township vehicles take out one of their light posts.
Whoops. Okay. I'll refrain from my comment. But Fred Pryor seminars, $98 is a lot, but one-day seminar. What? Who?
It's a management seminar for one of the foremen in Public Works.
Okay. And then we bought another Hewlett Packard laptop for $2,200, or is it more than one?
That's
same page.
That is one laptop.
Oh, okay. And then help me out with this one. It says battery/email security 300. It was $29.51.44.
I'm not an IT person, but it is related. We have had a lot of hacking, not only in Ocean Township, but throughout. So it's just trying to keep that as secure as possible. It's a subscription service to have that added protection.
Okay. So we have a battery? I mean, I'm trying to see.
Well, no, I think Gov Connection is a vendor, so he probably bought multiple items, and they're giving you as much explanation they can in the room available.
I see. Okay. And then we bought, is this, this is another microphone. Guitar Center, microphone for rec programs. Could have sold you a bullhorn, a lot cheaper. And moving right along here. And then I see where Jesse gets to go on a conference. What? IA, International Association of Municipal Clerks. Good for her. But moving downstairs on Keeley, I guess it's pronounced, Equipment Company, Police Department, CAP message signboard for $12,400. Was it an electronic signboard?
Yes.
Okay. And they needed that to. Does it relate to the signboard we have out here?
No. These are the portable ones.
Oh, okay.
Right. And we have there's a tremendous amount of demand for those around town.
Okay. No, I can well imagine. And then further on down, Lynn Peavy Company, Police Department again, replenishing evidence supply. Is that the things that, okay, I pick up this, whatever it is, this hammer that was used to bash in someone's head.
Well, that's awful.
Well, just an example. Just
Come
an
on,
example. Right. And it has to be secured and stored in evidence. Usually you have this big plastic Ziploc bag or something that you put it in, and it's properly labeled, dated, initialed, etc., etc.
Couldn't have explained it better.
I was going to say.
Is that,
we should be asking you the questions.
I don't think so. And then we also painted old Crown Vic police cars because they're now going to be used by somebody else or undercover or something.
Right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
It was that or buy new ones.
I'd rather repaint them.
Okay.
Although you can tell it's Crown Vic, you look at it and say,
that's all right.
Yeah, okay. But anyway, and then 100 and was that through? Well, first of all, let's start with the company. Mid-Atlantic Truck Center Inc. 8 cubic yard refuse truck. Was that through a contract of some kind, government contract? That's 128,000.
It was a bid. We
Oh.
put a bid out, and they were the lowest bidder for that piece of equipment.
Okay.
We'll probably have that truck for 12 to 15 years, just to put some perspective on it.
Okay, but still,
It's a lot of money.
that's a lot of money.
Costs a lot to run a town, right, Don?
No, I mean, I see this, and I'm not saying that. New system, kitchen, and ventilation. Ventilation and hood cleaning for where?
That's the Oakhurst Park meeting room kitchen.
Oh, kitchen. Okay, okay. And then, I guess some or all of you are going to the League of Municipalities mini conference in June.
There's 2 people that have registered for
Yeah,
that.
that's only a
Okay.
couple of folks.
And then further on down, New Jersey MMA Spring Conference,
That's
175?
the Municipal Managers Association. I went to that in Spring Lake.
Okay. Well, just dumb question. Well, no. A good NCL told me there's no such thing as the one you don't ask. Why is it dated June 17th? Just a quirky question. Or that's when you're paying the bill or something.
That's when the conference is.
Okay.
No, you're talking about the mini conference now. You jumped back up to that, correct?
No, I'm talking. It says NJMMA Spring Conference registration. 100. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yes. That was already held. The other one we have to pay in advance.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that. And then I see for quickie print and copy shops, polling place changes. Are we changing them again, or do we have to tell people again
Ones you need to
that
change.
now for our?
We changed 4 locations.
Okay.
Yeah, so we just kind of redirected some people in 4 of the wayside locations. We just
Okay.
moved around.
All right. Skip that one. It's pretty obvious what it is.
That one is?
Well, the code enforcement
Okay.
Ford Expedition parts, and then someone burned out a transmission right underneath it. I think we should adopt the Army thing. You break it, it comes out of your pay. That's not. Okay. Tactical dispatch consulting. Police Department tactical dispatcher course. Was that for one dispatcher, all dispatchers?
That was for 2 dispatchers.
Okay. And is there a difference? Because there's something else, I think, for a dispatcher. Any difference between a tactical dispatcher and a regular dispatcher? Or is a tactical dispatcher specially trained?
It's a special training course that they take.
Okay. And let's see. I don't have too many more. Maybe just another million
we
or
don't
so.
have too many either.
No. Have to change. Oh no,
No, there's one.
that's it.
That's it, Don.
That's
Okay.
it. That's it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, anybody else? Go up to the microphone, state your name and address for the record. Tonight we have the consent agenda, minutes for April 21, 2016 workshop and April 28th, 2016 workshop. Someone please offer.
I'll offer.
Second?
Second.
Deputy Mayor Garofalo.
Yes.
Council members Achara.
Yes.
Long.
Yes.
Shepherd.
Yes.
And Mayor Siciliano.
Yes, and resolution 16050 through 16102. Someone please offer.
I'll offer.
Second?
Second.
Deputy Mayor Garofalo.
Yes.
Council members Achara.
Yes.
Long.
Yes.
Shepherd.
Yes.
And Mayor Siciliano.
Yes, and we have vouchers in the amount of $12,134,078.37. Someone please offer.
I'll offer.
Second?
Second.
Deputy Mayor Garofalo.
Yes.
Council members Achara.
Yes.
Long.
Yes.
Shepherd.
Yes.
And Mayor Siciliano.
Yes, and tonight for individual action, we have resolution 16103. Authorize the submission and acceptance of the following grants. Click It or Ticket 2016 statewide seatbelt mobilization. Someone please offer.
I'll offer.
Second?
Second.
Deputy Mayor Garofalo.
Yes.
Council members Achara.
Yes.
Long.
Yes.
Shepherd.
Yes.
And Mayor Siciliano.
Yes, 16104. Approve the change order number 1 for the 2013 roadway improvement program, decreasing the total contract amount by $250,661.11 from $1,610,108.18 to $1,359,447.07. Someone please offer.
I'll offer.
Second?
Second.
Deputy Mayor Garofalo.
Yes.
Council members Achara.
Yes.
Long.
Yes.
Shepherd.
Yes.
And Mayor Siciliano.
Yes, the reason for the big drop there, folks, was that was the what we had a portion for the tennis courts over on West Park Avenue. So we're going to re-put that into this year's capital improvement budget. Okay, so that's why you had the decrease on that one. 16105, authorize the tax collector to issue a refund to the former property owner of block 3712, lot 16, due to the payment of second quarter 2016 taxes subsequent to the sale of said property. Someone please offer.
I'll offer.
Second?
Second.
Deputy Mayor Garofalo.
Yes.
Council members Achara.
Yes.
Long.
Yes.
Shephaka.
Yes.
And Mayor Siciliano.
Yes, and tonight for adoption, we have ordinance number 2270. Ben, would you read the title, please?
An ordinance amending and supplementing Chapter 7 of the revised general ordinances entitled Property Maintenance and Housing.
Someone please open a public hearing on ordinance number 2270.
I will request that we open this to public.
Second?
Second.
Deputy Mayor Garofalo.
Yes.
Council members Achara.
Yes.
Long.
Yes.
Shephaka.
Yes.
And Mayor Siciliano.
Yes, anybody wishing to be heard on ordinance 2270, come up to the microphone and state your name and address for the record. Seeing or hearing no one, someone please close the public hearing on ordinance number 2270.
I move to close the public hearing on ordinance number 2270.
Second?
Second.
Deputy Mayor Garofalo.
Yes.
Council members Achara.
Yes.
Long.
Yes.
Shephaka.
Yes.
And Mayor Siciliano.
Yes, action please on ordinance number 2270.
Move for the adoption on ordinance number 2270.
Second?
Second.
Deputy Mayor Garofalo.
Yes.
Council members Achara.
Yes.
Long.
Yes.
Shephaka.
Yes.
And Mayor Siciliano.
Yes. Also for adoption, we have ordinance number 2271. Ben, would you read the title?
An ordinance amending ordinance 2255 entitled An Ordinance Fixing Salaries and Compensation for Certain Officers, Positions, and Employees for the Township.
Someone please open a public hearing on ordinance 2271.
I move that we open this to the public on ordinance number 2271.
Second?
Second.
Deputy Mayor Garofalo.
Yes.
Council members Achara.
Yes.
Long.
Yes.
Shephaka.
Yes.
And Mayor Siciliano.
Yes. Anybody wishing to be heard on ordinance 2271, step up to the microphone and state your name and address for the record, please. Seeing or hearing no one, someone please make a motion to close the public hearing on ordinance 2271.
I move that we close the public hearing on ordinance number 2271.
Second.
Deputy Mayor Garofalo.
Yes.
Council members Achara.
Yes.
Long.
Yes.
Shephaka.
Yes.
And Mayor Siciliano.
Yes, action please on ordinance 2271.
I move for the adoption of ordinance number 2271.
Second.
Deputy Mayor Garofalo.
Yes.
Council members Achara.
Yes.
Long.
Yes.
Shephaka.
Yes.
And Mayor Siciliano.
Yes, and for introduction, we have ordinance number 2272. Can you read the title?
Sure. An ordinance amending and supplementing Chapter 7 of the revised general ordinances entitled Property Maintenance and Housing.
And that'll have its public hearing at the
June 9th.
June 9th meeting. Also for introduction of ordinance.
Roll call.
Oh, sorry. Someone
Motion is a
please,
second.
someone please offer.
I'll offer.
Second?
Second.
Deputy Mayor Garofalo.
Yes.
Council members Achara.
Yes.
Long.
Yes.
Shephaka.
Yes.
And Mayor Siciliano.
Yes, and that again will have its public hearing on June 9th. Also for introduction, ordinance 2273.
A bond ordinance providing for various capital improvements and the acquisition of various capital equipment appropriating $2,499,375 and authorizing the issuance of $2,092,375 bonds or notes.
Someone please offer.
I offer for introduction ordinance number 2273.
Second?
Second.
Deputy Mayor Garofalo.
Yes.
Council members Achara.
Yes.
Long.
Yes.
Shephaka.
Yes.
And Mayor Siciliano.
Yes, that'll also have its public hearing on June 9th. And also for introduction, ordinance 2274.
An ordinance authorizing the private sale of non-conforming real property known as Block 9, Lot 53 to a contiguous property owner.
Great. Someone please offer.
I'll offer the introduction for ordinance number 2274.
Second?
Second.
Deputy Mayor Garofalo.
Yes.
Council members Achara.
Yes.
Long.
Yes.
Shephaka.
Yes.
And Mayor Siciliano.
Yes, that again will have its public hearing on June 9th. Before we go to the public, we'll go down the line. Bill, you have anything for us tonight?
Yes, Mayor, I know you're also going to speak about this, but last night I was honored, as well as the council, to be invited to the police awards ceremony. And I just want to say how fortunate we are in this town to have such a great police force. And I can just sum them up in 3 words: vigilance, bravery, and professionalism. It really was. It was a great night. It was great to see those guys.
Yep. Great, thank you, Bill. Donna, you have anything for us?
Yes. One, clean sweep was canceled beginning of May because of the rain. So we're having it on Sunday. It's over at Oakhurst Fireman's Field in the building that was just renovated. And that will start at 11 o'clock and go until 1:30. We're looking for anybody that wants to come out and help clean up Ocean Township and keep it clean. The other thing is that we're moving along with the Memorial Day Parade, and that ceremony for Memorial Day will be out here in front of Town Hall at 11 o'clock in the morning, and the parade will kick off from across the street on Sherman and Monmouth Road. It will go down to Beecroft and into Oakhurst Fireman's Field. There we'll have food, we will have a band, we will have entertainment for the children, a good old party type thing. We will also have giving out the trophies. It should be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I think that's it to the end of the month.
Great, thank you, Donna. Rich, have anything for us?
Yes, briefly, Mayor. Bill and I, Deputy Mayor Bill Garofalo and I serve on the Human Services Council, so I'll just let the public at large know about a couple of items that were brought up at that meeting agenda. For the Community Hope Fund, the applications for the grant program for the Community Hope Fund are due at the end of this month, and during the month of June, the Executive Board of the Community Hope Fund will be determining which organizations will be receiving grants from Community Hope. Judy Johnson reported on recreation at the meeting last Wednesday night, and she indicated that an aquatic engineer will be working on the kiddie pool at our municipal pool complex, and the work will begin in 2017. Our Turner Gallery, which houses some of the great works of art that are produced by Ocean Township residents, the person who oversees that, Elaine Slocum, indicated that the Turner Gallery is booked now for over a year and a half, and I think that's a great tribute to the interest of many of our local artists. That's all I have, Mayor.
Great, thank you, Rich. Robert?
I have nothing tonight, Mayor.
Okay, thank you.
Just wanted to mention that there have been some upgrades made to the township website, so if you have a chance, you may want to visit that and take a look at those. And then also the second township-wide garage sale is this weekend. Last I looked, we were up to about 120 people that had registered for it. So I think the first one was very successful. Hopefully this one will be as well.
Great. Marty? You'll be asked later. Yeah, I'm gonna echo what Deputy Mayor mentioned. We were very fortunate. Went to the awards dinner, the annual police awards dinner, and it's funny because most folks, they think maybe the police just sit out there and they give out traffic tickets or watch out for or respond to accidents, but the calls that they respond to and some of the life-saving procedures were really mind-boggling. One gentleman actually saved the life of a 2-day-old baby. And I couldn't wrap my brain around that. I had to go up and ask him how that all happened. And there was another officer responding to at least 7 life-saving calls, just himself. That's one of many. So the calls that these guys go out on, and they just humbly just come in, do their job, and they come and go. And again, we look at them. I don't know if we all appreciate everything that they do, but we have a renewed sense of appreciation just going to those awards dinners and listening to the calls that they go on, and the folks that respond to them, and they just go about it like it's just part of their job, which it is, but we don't realize. But it's just phenomenal. So we just want to commend them for that. And again, they have our respect once over. They always have, but they have it again. Anybody from the public have anything? It's your chance. Come on up. State your name and address for the record.
Now, I may have to double check, but as far as I know, I'm still Don Geiger.
You are. You look just like him.
And I haven't moved, but I'm still at 1108 Grassmere. Can you give me just a cliff note update on the indoor tennis facility?
So they're gonna, now that you asked, to have a hearing on June 14th. Will be their first hearing.
Planning board, I guess? Or,
excuse me?
Planning
board, yes.
Okay. Moving right along. Ocean Fitness Center, which is now shuttered. I had understood, maybe incorrectly, that does happen once or twice, that someone else had bought it out. They're going to be doing something with it. Haven't seen anything happening yet.
Well, it's still owned by that person who bought it, and he's still working with tenants. He's the owner, developer, if you will, of the property. So he's still working with tenants and try to come up with something that works within that building for them. So he had a tenant there that was going to do also another fitness. That was part of what the tendency was going to be, but just for some reason that gentleman didn't work out for him.
Okay, so would you want to hazard a timeline or?
I say within the next year you're going to see some activity over there.
Okay. I know we passed the ordinance on no parking on Logan. When will it officially go in effect?
Well, the ordinance is live at this point. The signs have not been put up. So
Okay.
we have the utility locates being done out there so that we can put the signs in. Probably the signs will be put up and the bike lanes will be striped probably sometime in the next few weeks.
Okay, because sometimes there's multiple cars and line of sight becomes a little bit more difficult when we go out to Logan.
Yes.
From our street. And as far as you know, the Sunset Avenue Bridge is still going to open the end of this month?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Very close, yeah.
That'll be nice. And going back to one of my favorite things, well, next to favorite things, I'll get to my favorite thing later on. BJ's still looks tacky as far as when you go in, well, for 35. Now, going out is kind of iffy because it looks like it's in the shoulder area, which would be the state's responsibility, and I think getting them off the dime is going to be really tough. But then there's other, not big craters, but potholes throughout.
They were here about 2 weeks ago. Andrew and I met with them and Deputy Mayor Garofalo out at Starbucks because we wanted them to see the 35, the condition of it. So DOT was here and they recognized. We said, look, just look right up the road here and the jug handles, and you'll see that cars are getting swallowed up. So they'll be out there, I think, doing some patching. They do have it scheduled for a total repaving in 2018 from Red Bank all the way to the circle, but before we're not going to last that long. So before that, he'll be out doing patching as well.
Okay. Now I know, if I'm correct, last month there was a distractive driving initiative, and there may have been some money from whomever. I don't care, because it's my money anyway. Would anyone have any clue how many tickets were issued?
We'll have a report, I think.
I can get back to you with that.
Probably
Don.
by Wednesday.
Because, well, obviously they look for it all the time,
Yep.
but I think that what I gathered, there was a specific focus on it, because every time I turn around,
Yeah, I mean, it's all safety driven, of course, but yes.
and along with that, because I've talked to you, Andrew, about Alaire and 35 as you're going eastbound, and the person who's to your left going straight also, and I've seen more than my share of what I consider close calls.
They are close calls. I agree. I
Yeah.
take that a lot.
Do you know, and you may have to check, have there been a lot of accidents, no accidents?
I wouldn't want to speculate. I'd
I
have
know,
to check on
I
that.
know.
But I'll say this, Don, that's been since I've been on council, even before, even as just a citizen, trying to get something done there as far as arrows and striping, and DOT is just reluctant.
They are.
Really reluctant to play long because
Oh,
you're
it's-
right. They don't know who goes straight, who's making the right.
Well, if you look at it, just if you come to a four-way stop, the person to your right you're supposed to yield to.
Right.
If I remember my
Yeah.
driving school, of course we were like Fred Flintstone. We had to use our feet, but you know. So it would seem to me that could sort of be a similar case. You'd probably have a long drawn argument.
Well, there's those
Well,
rules.
they definitely don't do that.
I know that.
Frequently, I'm at that.
Right.
Like,
But anyway, I just
around
want
that
to
jug handle.
bring that up, and I'm going to come back to one of my favorite topics, the post office on Fairmont. 2 days in a row. One day there was 2 cars parked and we're not supposed to.
Yeah.
It's like, hello. And then the other day there's only one, but then someone decided to park on Fairmont going eastbound where there's signage, there's no parking, no standing, no nothing.
So guess what? So Chief knows about that, and so every now and again he'll send a patrol over there.
Okay.
And guess when the patrol's there,
No one does anything wrong.
it's unbelievable.
Gee.
Never happens. As soon as they leave, that happens. And
That
they're there for,
happens.
maybe 30 seconds, 45 seconds, a minute. But it's hard to, what do you got to do? Keep going around in circles trying to.
I guess. I don't know. But
Yeah, it's
it
a
was really, I
hard
said,
thing
what
to
is
enforce.
going Because 2 days in a row.
Oh, I go all the time. It's frustrating. I wind up going to another post office. I hate to say.
And of course, I can't leave the microphone with giving a shout out.
I know you can't.
To my good friends, Mary and Nancy. Keep up the good work.
They're on vacation.
Well, so they should be.
They'll be watching this episode tomorrow morning. Thank you, Don. Anybody else? Come on up to the microphone, state your name and address for the record.
007.
Nice.
Dr. Marwan Mala, 46 Redwood Drive, Cedar Village. A question about, since we're in the middle of the mosquito season and the Zika virus, does the township have any special plans for all the water that's around? In the pools, private homes, and stuff like that? Is there anything special considering the Zika virus, which is now active?
The county mosquito commission is sponsoring a meeting next week, which we'll have a representative at. And then also we're a member of the Monmouth County Regional Health Commission.
Mhm.
So they will come in. Our code enforcement officer happens to be in the crowd tonight. But if we do need their assistance, they can come in and treat. If we have an abandoned house with a pool that's not being maintained, they can come in and treat that area. So we'll partner with one of those two agencies, the Mosquito Commission or the Regional Health
That's
Commission.
great for Ben, but there's a lot of places that have pools at their homes and standing water. Is there anything special we can do to encourage these
water
people?
isn't really standing because you have a pump on and it's moving. At least 10, 12 hours a day, or 6 to 8 hours.
Yes, but there's also water that splashes off that
Right, you
the
get that
pool
runoff.
and it stains there.
So, Doc, what we'll do is, I'm glad you brought up the Zika virus. So now that we have that meeting with them next week, we're going to bring that up and see. And Andrew, you can ask them if there's anything, knowing that that's out there. So this is annually, or it's just something that's an outbreak now that's coming out, the Zika virus?
Mm-hmm. And
Something to be, we want to get ahead of it, in other words.
definitely.
Okay.
Thank you.
Great, thank you for that. And I'll make sure Andrew conveys that to them when he has the meeting and see if we can come up with a plan. Appreciate it.
You're so.
Oh, yes, we're still open.
Susan Boria, 39 Redwood Drive. Just a question on the change of the polling. Is that a temporary change or is that a permanent?
That is as permanent can be. We are not doing this again.
Until the next election, it's permanent.
No, I think we finally figured it out after all these changes, so I think it's good to go now.
Okay, because,
You've been changed a lot.
well, it's getting more difficult to remember, you know.
Trust me, I understand where you're coming from.
Thank you, Susan. Anybody else? All right. Seeing or hearing nobody, somebody make a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Second?
Second. I got you.
Deputy Mayor Garofalo.
Yes.
Council members Achara.
Yes.
Long.
Yes.
Shephaka.
Yeah.
And Mayor Siciliano.
Yes, meeting adjourned. Thank you all for coming, and remember we are twice a day at 10 a.m. and 7 p.m., Channel 22 and 77. Thank you for coming.
There's Don